Alright, so earlier we did a tear down on this Ford 200 straight six for a 68 Ford Mustang. And so we're going to do a little bit of cylinder head work today and start to build an intake manifold. So I finally decided what route we want to go, and we're just going to end up lopping this intake manifold off and building our own. Let's see, let me grab this flange. So there's a flange I got off the internet. So that'll be 3 dcoes. And we'll basically end up having to figure out where to put them. But first step is to lop the manifold off and start to machine all this out so it'll accept some pipes that I can weld in, and then we'll bend the pipes to go over to a flange like this. So took the valves out, and a little bit of it fell down, but you can see, I'll bet you anything that was there when it was running, that it was just totally clogging off the valves. Little bit of airflow prevention there. Man, my camera sucks. Let me see if I can get a... There you go. That thing had buildup like crazy. End of the day, we got a little bit further, but not too far. So we got the manifold all lopped off. So we just kind of brutally cut that out with a grinder and kind of experimented a little bit. So each one of these ports are at a different angle, and they were all different diameters. But what I decided, it looks pretty rough right now, but it'll clean up in the end, is we cut them all to 1.25 inches. So we took the bridge port, put our cutter to 1.25 inches, centered everything up. Each port had to be set up individually, which sucks. Takes some time. And they're all different diameters. But that's about where we want to go. So now I'm just going to take, you can't really clean any of this up with the bridge port. It's not worth it. So you've got the exhaust port here. So I'm just going to take the grinder, clean everything up, and make all this look good. Sandblast everything down. And get my 1.25 inch exhaust tube, run that up. This is 1.5 inches. So the next time I'll water jet one of these out of steel. I'll just use regular steel plate, maybe not so heavy. We'll run the pipe up to each one of these tubes and expand, take the exhaust bender, expand it into it, and then we'll TIG weld it together and try to port down in here, try to get these a little bit better, and put some bigger valves in this guy and see how that goes. So probably gonna cut that video off here. Obviously still lots of work to do, but there's the first update on it. We'll see how good we can make this thing run. So looks rough now. We've got other projects going on the channel. So this is my 292 straight six. It's a lot further along. This one's going to get finished first. I've got 2 engines on the stand, the 292, the Toyota 2GRFE. That's all coming along. But we've got a custom turbo exhaust manifold on this guy. We've got an intake out of Australia. The exhaust is out of Brazil. And so it's all going together. Both of those had to be machined to match this. It's got its own video. And yeah, so we're softening the ports, and this thing has some pretty good compression. We're trying to keep it from detonating, and then we're just going to put a bunch of boost to it. So Really cool project. This thing's going to make quite a bit of horsepower for what it is. 4.8 liter straight six. It's in a 1970 GMC 4x4. I'm building this engine and a 350 Chevy, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison of the 350 Chevy versus the turbo fuel-injected straight six. So, roller rockers, roller cam, forged pistons, custom rods, balanced, blueprinted, lots of shit going on with that one. This one's a little bit further behind, but it's going to get a lot of the same treatment. It's going to be as cool as we can get it, being a Ford 200 straight six. This is a 65 Ford Mustang 2+2. So we're doing all the body work, full restoration on it, and right now focusing on building the engine. Both of these engines will be done this summer, and see how they turn out.